Hi, how are you? I'm so glad to meet with you again. How was the drive over here?
It was alright. It was kind of rainy today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it really tough, like on the road? Was it like raining really hard?
No, it was like misty, so it was just kind of dreary.
Oh, okay.
Looking.
That's good. It's been really hot lately. We can definitely use the rain.
Yeah.
Okay, well, pretty much, just to let you know, like what, as a social worker, what we pretty much do is just like try to gather information about our clients, which was you, just to try to like better understand like all the concerns or issues that you have so we can better address them, and just so it can be more like individualized based like your whole treatment plan, so not as broad just towards you to help you out specifically. So today I'm going to actually be asking you a series of questions. I don't want it to feel like I'm interrogating you or like you're being judged. It's just so I can get a better understanding on the issues and concerns that you may have, so we can work together and make like a treatment plan, you know, to better serve you. Also, like if there's any questions that you feel that make you uncomfortable, you just want to stop at any time, you could just skip the question or just let me know like you don't want to answer that, or we can stop and take a break. That's totally okay with me.
Okay.
So just let me know. You do have that right. Okay, so just to start off, how often do you feel yourself getting angry? Because sorry, I know you came in referred through us with your social worker, the caseworker with CPS, and she did mention you feel like you have like anger issues.
Yes.
So I just wanted to like address that. Like, how often do you feel yourself getting angry?
Pretty much every day. I go to work, I do the same thing every day. I have a boss that just nags and doesn't appreciate me. And then I come home and my husband sometimes does the same thing, like I feel unappreciated, and then, then the kids are running around, I just want to sit, but then I have to make dinner. So it's just like every single day I'm just mad and angry.
Okay, so you definitely feel like your work comes in like it's a stressor and just adds on to like your anger?
Yes.
So do you feel stressed out?
Yes.
How often do you feel stressed?
Very often, more so than I feel that I should.
Okay, and like I know sometimes like stress can cause like physical manifestations on us. Like, do you ever get like headaches or like just like body aches?
Yes,
or yeah,
I do.
I can imagine that's like really tough as well. And then like coming home and feeling like aching and then like already irritated, and then dealing with like the stuff that's going on at home can be really tough.
Mm-hmm.
Do you is there any concerns that you would like to address throughout this the 6-month process?
I think I do need to continue with, my anger management, because I feel like that's something that's been out of control in the past and recently more so because of my work and because I go home and I'm stressed. So I definitely would like to look into that, and maybe even doing something with my whole family. I really would like my husband involved, because I want him and my daughter to get along, because they haven't in the past, and I don't know if that's something you could do for me. But
yeah, definitely. We can definitely like work like a family, like a group therapy session with them, just to see like everybody's understanding or like where everybody's like feelings are at.
I would like that.
Yeah, definitely. So about your history, I want to know about you. Like, how was your family growing up? Like, how was that family unit, like the dynamic?
It was okay. I had a brother and a sister, and I was the oldest, so I would look after them, take care of them, and my mom was doing housework and my dad would work, and my dad did drink often, and sometimes he would be physical with me, and never with my siblings, just me. And I never saw it towards my mom, but I kind of felt she was getting that as well.
Okay, so you feel like you were like an outlet to your dad's anger?
Yes.
Do you sometimes feel that could have probably like you picked up those traits as well, like unconsciously, like that you take that out on Christy now? Because that's what you knew growing up.
I do feel like that, like now that, I say it out loud, I realize that that was something that was happening to me, and I'm just doing it to her too.
And just to let you know, like nobody, no matter what was going on, like you said your dad was drinking or maybe they had problems, like nobody deserves to get hit or anything like that. And definitely we don't want to instill that in Christy's little, her life either, her values. So I think it is like a good part in you to say that out loud, like to acknowledge that. It takes a lot. Do you have like any medical problems or?
Just my anger. I was taking blood pressure medicine, but I kind of stopped taking that, and I had gotten some pills to take to like keep my anger down, but I also stopped taking those because they kind of made me feel more drained.
Okay. Do you feel like would you rather like look into like maybe like going to a doctor or like seeing like if there's any other medication that wouldn't make you feel so drained, or do you just don't want to be on medications at all anymore?
If there's something that would make me not feel drained that could like kind of calm me down, then I think I would be up for that.
Yeah, do you always feel like anxiety or like anxious, anxiety?
Sometimes.
Okay. Do you drink or smoke?
Occasionally drink, but not often anymore.
Okay. Do you do any drugs?
No, not since I've had my children.
Okay. And do you, you say you do drink, do you drink like around your kids, or is it like by yourself, like with your friends?
Yeah, just with friends. I don't drink around the kids.
Okay. And do you feel that your family roles, like how is that? Like how are the dynamics? Like what are the roles in your family?
Well, my husband, he's the typical breadwinner, and I feel like I take care of the kids more, and he's more with John because that's his son, and like I said last time, Christy, he doesn't feel like he has to raise her, but I mean, he's still like authoritative towards her. But other than that, it's just there's no like any kind of connection between them. So it was me trying to bridge it for a while, and then I just couldn't deal with it.
So you basically like gave up, and you were just like, no, like why try if he's not even trying? I imagine that's really tough to deal with. I mean, I have a family, and I love my family being together, and like when we're not, like I just feel like distressed and stuff when we're all arguing. So I could imagine like that is really tough to deal with. So you did say like he's not really involved with Christy. So you said basically that's just because he doesn't feel like a connection with her, or does she like? Do you feel like she kind of like answers him as well, like pushes his buttons?
I think it's both ways. It was kind of more like when we first got married that he was like, oh, that's my daughter, and like it was very connected. And then when we had John, it was just like everything changed, and he's like, well, that's not really my child, and she kind of played that card as well, like that's not my dad, so I don't have to listen to you. And especially as she's gotten a little bit older, and she's only 6, she's not that old, but little kids, they say things, and I think it just really irked him.
Okay, so definitely like a life-changing event was when you had John. And from then on, like their relationship changed. How do you think that? How was Christy taking that? Like, how does she take you having John and like having a brother now in the family?
I think she was excited at first, but then whenever Michael started pushing her away, then that's when the acting up started happening, and then that's when I started getting frustrated, and I started taking it out on her because that's my husband, and like I understand she's my daughter, but it's just like, why can't she just, accept him, and why can't he accept her?
So I'm hearing like she was really having a little bit of trouble. Maybe do you think she felt like pushed out of the picture, or just probably a little jealous of her brother?
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Because she acts very big sister towards him, but it's like when Michael's there, then, then everything just falls
Do you ever, or are you open, if you don't already, have like a mother-daughter day or something like that, just to try to like better build relationships with her? Because maybe that's all what it is just like she probably just is craving attention from you and your husband both, Do y'all do that, or have y'all done that previously?
We used to, more so before John was born, but she was younger, like toddler. We just go do stuff out in the park. But now, not so much anymore. She just acts up, and I can't take her anywhere without her being bad.
So you just feel like, why try? And like, it's better just to stay at home.
Yeah.
With her. Are you open to like trying out, like maybe like taking her to get an ice cream, if not like having a whole day with her, like something small like that, and then y'all can work towards like spending like a whole day together. How does that sound for you?
Yeah, I would like that.
We can definitely like try it out, like maybe like sometime like this weekend if you're up for it, or whenever you see her again, definitely try to like bring that up to her and tell her, like, let her know that you are there for her. And how do you self-identify culturally?
I'm Anglo-American.
Okay, do you feel like that plays a big role like in your family, or how do you feel about?
Not really. It's just what it is.
Okay. Have you ever experienced any issues of like racism or prejudice or in any way?
No, I haven't.
Okay, how about like your parents? You ever hear like any stories of like your family members?
Not really. They didn't really talk about older family members whenever I was growing up, and it was just kind of like my immediate family. That was it. We didn't really talk to other members.
Mhm.
It was just us.
And now, like your family, are you still close to your family? Like not your immediate family, but like your extended family as well?
I've tried to talk to them and like reach out, but they just live so far away that it's kind of hard to like meet up. But I try to keep in
Okay.
contact as best as I can.
That's nice. It's always nice to have like, you know, at least a support system.
Mm-hmm.
Are you involved with like the community, or do you do any other activities or any groups or anything?
I go to the rec sometimes, and then I have a small group of friends, and we like to try to get together, like maybe once or twice a month on a weekend, and just like have a girls' night. But no other kinds of like groups or clubs or anything.
Okay. And how was it growing up? Were you ever like really like involved or?
Yeah, I mean, like when I was in school, I was in clubs and stuff as much as I could. It was more so for me to be away from the house, but I didn't want to be away from my siblings because I wasn't sure at sometimes if they were getting what I was getting from my dad, so I just felt that I should be at home.
And I hear you mentioning your siblings. Like, did y'all have like a really close connection?
Oh yes,
like,
definitely.
growing up?
I'm definitely still in contact with them.
That's really good. And do they are they all like out of state, or do they?
Not
like,
my
do a
sister.
couple? Okay.
My sister's in state, but a little further away. But we try to get together at least once a year, like around Christmas.
Oh, that's really nice. I love
Mhm.
family time. Family time can really like lift your spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Is that something like value wise that you try to instill with like your children and your own family, like getting together for like Christmas, or is there like any traditions that y'all hold or do like?
Yeah, we get together. We'll try as much as we can. Like I said, everybody's out of state, but we'll send birthday cards. We'll do the calls, and we'll try to have Christmas with my sister. And my brother will sometimes fly in, like Thanksgiving. We'll try to alternate places so that it's not one central location every time.
That's really good. It's like, I know like although like you guys like as a family like have like some issues, I really do like it, and it's really good that y'all still try to like do activities together. You know, it's not like you guys haven't given up completely. And I know it does seem like a tough ways or like a long way from now, like the 6 months that you're here, but I mean the good side is that you're here, so like things will be getting better, like how they say like things can only get worse, but I mean you came in today, so that's like a good step in the right direction. So is there any way that you feel like any other services that we can help you with, or like, I mean, we do offer like rides and stuff, because I know you said your husband does work and your kids with your husband as well. How is that? Is that stressful trying to like get here?
Sometimes it is. I'll have to see if he can babysit, or I'll have to call up a friend and see if they can babysit.
If for any reason like you ever do need like a ride or anything, feel free to like let me know, and then we can set up something to get you. But yeah, definitely with the information that you did give me just now, I will go back and try to like figure out like a specific treatment plan for you and your family as well as a whole. And I will get back to you on your next appointment. Did you want to like check what the reception is on the front, like the next meeting time, or is this fine?
Yeah, this is fine.
Good?
This is
All
a good
right.
time.
All right, thank you for meeting with me.
Thank you.
Okay.